to a streamer-filled Win Entertainment Centre because the Illawarra Hawks get it done on home court and buck the trend of the road teams. This is NBL now. Peter Hawley, Lanard Copeland. The season, in about 8 minutes, is totally wrapped up, and the Hawks too good tonight.
They were, and again, we keep talking about it all year long, their bench. They had the deepest team, the most talented team throughout the whole roster with guys contributing off the bench. It was going to have a say at some point, and it was going to have a say that probably held a bit more weight than any other game. We saw it in the last couple with David Hickey when Soldiers went down. In particular, we're trying to find David Hickey somewhere. We're trying to have a chat with him.
He's coming.
But it was very, very special to witness, and Justin Tatum had faith in him. They rolled 10 deep in the first half, and they just gave enough problems to Melbourne, who didn't have enough answers.
This was an even match all the way through, but a couple of things stood out for me tonight. You're right, the Davo Hickey, the way he played offense and defense. Matthew Dellavedova giving up that MVP. It gave me goosebumps. I've been there, and that's why I was talking to you guys about it. In '93, I thought I should have won it. They gave it to Ricky Grace, a losing team. But look, it's hard. But you got next time I see Matthew Dellavedova, I got to go up to him and give him a hug, man, because you don't do things like that. He's a quality person.
And also, give him credit, we spoke about it at the end of the broadcast, being put in that position where you know, as a losing team, you don't want to be given that kind of award because you're thinking, no matter what I did, it wasn't enough to help my team win a title. But the way it was done, the process of it, game-by-game voting, he essentially had it already sewn up going into this game. So it's a product of the system. Will that change in the future? Maybe this is the reason why. But as we see, Copes went through the very same thing. It's a really tough way to do it. I thought he handled himself tremendously. It was a very, very tense situation. And David Hickey, everybody, if you do it post-series, he's unanimous because he was the key reason why the Illawarra Hawks are champions. Well handled by both. And in the end, we do get the right result that David Hickey was the MVP.
Talk me down the stretch of that game, because we were all standing there thinking, hey, they're going to crumble. As they had in all fourth quarters of this season, they were, I forgot the exact line over and under on how many they lost, but throughout the whole season, fourth quarters had been a struggle. And especially in this championship series and the semi-final series, they didn't crumble late when it was most important what happened.
And I think a lot of that credit has to go to David Hickey. If you look at the first couple of games of this series, those fourth quarter stumbles in particular, they were a bit erratic. David Hickey made some poor decisions, but in the last two in particular, the poise that he played with, he just slowed down. I think he understood that he had an advantage in certain areas, getting to his spots, rising up, knocking down shots. But another thing you can't teach is confidence. Right. When his confidence right now is sky high, he is playing like not just a grand final series MVP, a championship series MVP, but an MVP of the league. That's what happens when you have that confidence. You step up in big moments, and he was unstoppable.
Lachie Olbrich was big down the stretch as well. His footwork, for a young kid, they better sign him and keep him for the next 10 years.
He's going to be in the league.
Maybe he will be because he plays that well. And he has the confidence of a quality player, a veteran player, and he got the job done tonight.
It feels incredibly strange to say. You're about to give me my mic like you're interviewing me there. my man's tired from the whole season. With Sam Froling being out of this team, and it seems very strange to say, but Melbourne United don't have a big centre presence. Now, when he went out at halftime of Game 4, they looked really good in the second half, and they look really good tonight. Matchup-wise, was Lachie Olbrich probably the guy that was best to be out there on the floor?
It's hard to say because obviously Sam Froling's one of the best big men in Australia, but you're right, because of what Melbourne United have down low, they don't have offensive weapons, individual ISO guys to roll the ball to. That's all right, go and get it, that's fine. Everyone's rolling all over the court here, little kid getting the ball. Because they don't have that offensive isolation guy like they did last year with JLA, if this is a JLA big man lineup for Melbourne, they would have had some issues. But they had an advantage there. Lachie Olbrich, talk about confidence, playing like one of the best big men in the comp, his ceiling is tremendous. I selfishly would love to see him here for the next decade, but he's going to go on to bigger and better things.
Another guy I got to give some credit to was Trey Kells. I mean, I was hard on him last game because I thought he should have played. He came out today and got the job done. He played like he should have played. I mean, he played like a superstar. I think what did he end up with, 20 points? Or
26, I think.
26 points and played, and he was strong for them. He used his body well. He got to the basket. He knocked down threes. Didn't even look like his leg was hurting him once he knocked down that first shot.
They had guys step up in different moments, and we got to speak to him here. He's a four-time champ now. Wani Swakala-Bullock. A four-time NBL.
David Stiff got the record?
Yeah.
I think David Stiff's got 6. I think that might be the record.
But the way that he went about this series guarding Chris Golding, give a lot of props to him. And again, he didn't do it all on his own. He had help there when he was getting clipped on screens. But the mindset that he defends things with, was exceptional, and that goes a long way into helping them win a title.
Well, as you see the players start to make their way around here, we'll get Dan Grida in just a moment to jump in with us. Man, the fans around here, this isn't just people that want to go to the basketball. This is Illawarra Hawks faithful as we welcome in NBL champion Dan Grida. Hey, Dan.
Is that better than that?
Let me walk that little thing right up there. There we go. That's what we're looking at. That's the best cameraman in the business as well, able to focus and zoom that quick. Dan,
Felix,
you've been through absolute hell from an injury perspective. How does this feel to not just win an NBL championship, but do it with a team, man? These guys, you can sense it. These guys are your brothers.
yeah, man, like this is the closest knit team I've ever been a part of. You know, we hang out every single day. We're at the beach every day. We get coffee every day. We train every day. You know, we're really tight. So it means a whole lot more. You know, we're not just playing with some random dudes. Like, this is our family. You know, and we loved every second of this season.
Grida, talk to us about the emotions for you in particular. Now, your story, everybody understands it now, but for the Hawks who stuck by you and you've been open talking about, they said, you know what, we're having your back through this. Everybody here in the stands had your back through this. To share this moment with all of them, I'm sure is very emotional.
It's unbelievable, man. There were so many times where I was, you know, ready to just pack it up. I couldn't get through it anymore. And this team, this community just got around me so much. And I was like, man, like, I gotta give back to him somehow. So anything I can do, and winning a championship is the ultimate, you know, goal for this city. So it's been unbelievable.
Now, Dan, talk to me a little bit about your coach, Tatum. Tatum seems to have brought you guys together, galvanized the team. You guys are playing hard for him, but you're having a lot of fun.
Man, I've never seen like a combo like that before, you know? Like, he gets on us and we like play really hard for him, but it's just as much fun on the other end, you know? He jokes, we got crazy jokes between the group, and he knows how to have fun while doing it. So it's been an awesome year.
Well, that was going to be probably the most important question right now. The series is done. Who is MVP of the celebrations, if you had to pick? Because there's a few candidates.
Man, I put myself up there top 3, but well, I guess we'll see who's still standing tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, maybe Wednesday morning.
Yeah, but Wednesday's the goal. Wednesday's the goal, yeah.
Oh, God, man, it's... So we talk about Sam Froling. I hate to dwell on a negative, man, but you've been through that injury cycle. He's one of your really close mates, if not best mate on the team, I'd say. Yeah, what's he been like over the last couple of days, man? Because he's got to be hurting right now.
Man, it's been extremely tough for Fro. He's taken it really, really well. You know, I've tried to be around him as much as I can because of, you know, he's done the same to me for over like 3 years. So anything I can do to help Fro's out, I'll do. He's one of the strongest-minded guys I know, so he's going to get through this. And come out way stronger the other side. He said he's going to work on his chest, you know, so hopefully he'll be popping out of that singlet next season, but we'll see how he goes with that.
Well, Dan, we thank you for joining us. We'll let you get back over to celebrate.
Of course. I don't know where they are, man.
Like they're going back into the locker room.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'll catch you, Felix. I'll see you.
Nothing like
Which one was mine?
Hey, nothing like winning a ring, fellas. These guys are going to have a whole lot of fun for the next week. Believe that.
I know what it feels like.
What do you know what it's like to be involved? Now let's talk a little bit about Melbourne United right now, because what the hurt that they must be feeling right now. Back-to-back Game 5 championship losses for an organisation who prides itself on the ultimate success. This one's going to hurt, and especially because, you know, it felt like they probably should have had it in the bag in Game 4.
Well, again, credit to Sam Froling. I thought he spoke really well up there again about Melbourne United. They're consistently around the mark, always are going to be there. But I said that in our NBL now after Game 4, the championship was over. They had the chance of what happened last year, the emotional toll, the emotional hangover to get through that.
Grab Damon Lowery.
Come on, get over here. Come on, man.
Get over here.
Get in here. Get in here, bro.
I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. You
did
laughed at me.
Hey, Damon, I will say this before we kick off. I believe we are live on social.
Yeah, we're on live, man.
In case any descriptive terms want to be used.
From day one, you said it, pal. You did.
Day one, and everybody laughed at me, Coach.
Yes,
Who you think gonna win? And they laughed at me.
They did.
Guess who got the last laugh now? Me, the Joker, the last laugh, the maniacal laugh.
Hang on, my biggest question right here. So,
Hell yeah.
By the way, that mic'd up segment tonight, are you claiming the gift card from Harvey Norman with that mic'd up?
Harvey Norman? Hey, look, if you need a vacuum cleaner or a washing
do
machine
right
or
now.
dryer, I've been in a lot of zones. I've been in the twilight zone, the friendship zone, the comfort zone, but nothing beats the Harvey zone.
Damon, you know what? We're all wrapped up on NBA now. I want you to give the final sign out.
Go on.
Give the final sign out for NBL 25 right down the barrel
It's
of the
yours,
camera.
brother.
Thank you to the NBL community. my colleagues here, my partners, Copes, Felix, Who's, everybody that's called games. We love this shit so much, and I'm telling you, Illawarra! Illawarra!
Thanks, John.
And that is a wrap on NBL Now. Thank you very much. We'll see you next season.